nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across for 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Running inside, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Got his man on the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And the one thing the D coordinator really harped on this week was tackling the catch. They knew this guy was going to get his touches, but they had to get him down and limit the yards after catch. They're not getting it done there. They've got to do a better job in the back end of getting tackles.
Using his legs, it's Hill. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the pressure. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back. You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Play action with Lewis. Looking for an open area to his left. Powers through. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Bug meat windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The short hands, it's Young. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Russell. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Again, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here's Lewis to throw. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups. And what I find when my guys...
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. On the run, it's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
They go play action with Russell. Throws toward the end zone. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Russell. Pressure coming. He gets away. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Ready, go!
Throwing. Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Go, go!
On the run, it's Young. Got a little grass. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Hill. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing Russell. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught at the 25. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Lewis. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Zings it complete to the right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. To the air again, Lewis. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Here's Lewis to throw. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Keelan Russell. Quickly complete. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the court.
Turning it on! Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's start with Texas taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing. Lewis. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him.
Forget the punt, he's going to throw it.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
It's Lewis again. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Lewis. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Here on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Russell. That pass is incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Third and 6 yards to go. To the air. It's Russell. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And there he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Throwing Russell. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
Again, it's Russell. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Lewis to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Plucks it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keelan Russell. Makes the grab. It's Jenkins. There's some room. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that's what this offense needs.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Russell. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Throwing, Lewis. Oh, they're after him. Finds the big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He's got him. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. To the air again, Lewis. Fires left. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Move!
Sends it back in motion. Throwing Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Under fire. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis. Under fire. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Third down from the gun. Lewis sends it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can...
He's got it inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Firing to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Bucks!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Keelan Russell. Going long. He's got it way down the field. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now he's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson will throw. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. The sure hands. It's Atkins. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play,
he hurls one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Now from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Escapes the pressure to his right. Right down the middle. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do